If we asked you to paint a mental picture of a robotic assistant in your mind, what sort of role do you imagine it filling? A servant robot like Rosie the robot from the Jetsons, or maybe a co-pilot like R2-D2? In some sense, both of those robots are just tools to complete some form of physical task, be it cleaning a home or blowing up a Death Star. But what if robots could help with more complex tasks like interacting with people? Today, we'd like to introduce you to the exciting new field of socially assistive robots, a study of how robots can be used to help people with social tasks. Right now, research in socially assistive robots is focused around 3 different applications: interacting with the elderly, assisting in rehabilitation after stroke, and aiding children with autism. In the US, and in many other countries around the world, aging populations and a shortage of qualified healthcare personnel have made it difficult to provide care to all elderly people who need it. Today, socially assistive robots are being used to tackle the problem. Generally, they are split up into 2 categories: service type and companion type. Service type robots help the elderly complete daily tasks which would normally require the assistance of a caretaker. This could include eating, bathing, or using the restroom. Companion type robots help by keeping the user company, like a pet, but with much lower maintenance. The main function of this type of robot is to enhance the mental health and psychological well-being of their user. In a research study conducted by Dutch doctor Juster Broekens, robots have proven to help reduce stress levels and aid with depression. In addition to physical disabilities, these robots can be used to help with mental disabilities such as dementia. Tasks which can help treat symptoms of dementia, such as engaging individuals in activities, monitoring their behaviors, as well as encouraging them, can all be completed by robots. Socially assistive robots have the potential to do more than just take care of patients. They can also be used to help them actively recover from serious injury. Every year, there are over 750,000 new strokes in the US alone, according to the American Stroke Association. For survivors of stroke, it's important to get out of bed and be performing exercises as soon as possible. Otherwise, certain motor skills can quickly deteriorate as a result of brain damage. A lot of these exercises are not very interesting. In fact, one of the main indicators of whether a patient will recover is whether or not they have the motivation to actually complete them. Usually, a physician or medical assistant would be given the task of working with the patient on these exercises. However, this role is one that could potentially be filled by a robot. Some important issues come up when considering the interactions between humans and robots. While the pressure of satisfying a professional physician's expectations can be enough to motivate some patients, working with a robot may seem silly, and not all patients may be willing to comply. Researchers have experimented with having robots communicate nonverbally by mimicking or responding to the user's actions, creating a sort of nonverbal dialogue. They found that patients who are more introverted prefer their robots to be more nurturing, while extroverted patients prefer a robot that challenges them. While these first 2 examples of potential applications for socially assistive robots have focused on slightly older age range, they also have the potential to be useful with adolescents, specifically those with autism. Current research suggests that 1 in every 300 children will be diagnosed with autism spectrum disorder. Children with autism show impairments in social interaction and communication. Autism is a behaviorally specified disorder, and because of that, there is no blood test, no genetic screening, and no functional imaging technology capable of diagnosing it. The diagnosis of autism depends entirely on a physician's intuitive feel of the child's social skills, analyzing subtle details like eye-to-eye gaze, facial expressions, body postures, and gestures. Socially assistive robots can be a more effective alternative to diagnosing autism because a robot could offer a repeatable, objective, and quantifiable description of the child's social responses without any observer bias. Furthermore, children with autism find social interactions easier with a robot than humans because robots are more stable and predictable. Through interacting with socially assistive robots, autistic children can incrementally learn social skills, which can gradually work them up and be transferred to interactions with humans. The future of robotics looks very promising with regards to the study of socially assistive robots. Repetitive tasks, which would normally need to be completed by trained individuals, could easily be done by robots instead. Robots can assist the elderly with daily tasks which are essential to daily life. They can also be used to help survivors of stroke recover. Finally, robots can be used to help diagnose autism and gradually build social skills.